Hello and welcome back to another Slurp'it SDK use case video. So based on our customer request, we created a script to solve a very specific problem. And the idea is that whenever we do that, we want to also create a video about it because it might be a common problem that our customers have. So in this use case video, we want to automatically update the correct SSH port on Slurp'it. What do I mean by that? Well, I have two devices here to demonstrate. One is iOS, the other one is Juniper. These two devices are running on non-default SSH port. This first one is running on Quad 2. So if I check for Quad 2, it is reachable. I can actually log in as well, but the default port won't work, as you can see. So I'm going to keep it as the default because I want to solve this problem. I want to automatically change this. If I go to Juniper, this one again is running on a non-default port 2022, reachable, fine. So we want to do two things. We want to first try to test the reachability on that port, again using programmability and Python. If the correct port is responding, if we found the correct port, we want to actually update what we have, the port information on Slurp'it as well, on the application. So we don't want to actually log into the device. We just want to test the waters and see if that device is responding on port, whatever port we specify. So the script is here. If you clone the SDK project, you switch to the dev branch and you go to use cases folder, update port folder, you're gonna see this script. So let me just quickly show you what that is. So here I'm just gonna connect to my Slurp'it instance and I want to loop through these three ports. I will check for the default port first and so on. So this is something that you can edit based on the ports that you think might be an SSH port. And if we found the port, we want to also update it on Slurp'it. So as you saw, the ports are default 22 on Slurp'it. So if I run this script, it should change that, right? So let me run this script. It's going to take a few seconds. It is testing the first device, Cisco iOS, and it is testing the first index in my list, which is the default port. And 22, it found the second one, the second index. So the first one, again, not working for Juniper. And the second one should not work as well because Quad 2 is for iOS. So I'm going to pause the video and come back. As expected, the second one also didn't work because it was for the other device, and it finally found the correct port. Now, let me go back here. If I go to any of these devices, or both, you see that the port is also updated.